Before we get started, I just want to take a minute to remind everybody how special each and every one of you is. You're a unique beauty, unlike any other, and I love you. Hey, are you done with that report? Jeez, no need to be so snappy. It's not my fault you're late on it. I offered to help you out with it, but... Whatever. Just meet me in the conference room. Number 3. Once you've got a spare minute. Well, because I have an important matter to discuss with you. Something work-related, before you get angry at me for talking about non-work issues again. And it's very important. Good. I'll see you there. Took you long enough. Lock the door. The soundproofing won't work unless it's locked. No, trust me. You'll want the room to be soundproof for what we're about to discuss. Or everyone can hear you yelling at me again. I'm sure our manager is just itching to have an excuse to put another strike on your record. No, he really has it out for you. I can't imagine why. Lock the door, or I won't give you the chance to talk your way out of this. I said, lock the door. Good. Now, I'd like you to rate my photography skills. Tell me what you think. You look like you want to punch me. But try to hold back a bit, for your own sake. It won't look good for you if you storm out of here in a rage. You're looking at the photos yourself. When do you think that I took them? You know. I have to commend you for how insanely ballsy of a move you two pulled. Hooking up with the boss's kid in the office that he owns. Some might even call you insane. It's clever, though. No one would imagine you'd be stupid enough to do something like that. I didn't even have a clue about the two of you until I stumbled upon this little scene when I came back in to get those documents. And you know how closely I've been watching you. I never thought you'd have the guts to get with someone who's engaged. Relax. I'm not judging you. I know it's an arranged marriage of convenience. The boss's kid has made their feelings known on the matter extremely clearly. I'd be annoyed too if my father suddenly told me I was engaged to someone that he knew I didn't even get along with. Even if they are the kid of a prominent business partner. I 100% get wanting to find love outside of a sucky situation. And you're the best catch by far. But to do something like this so publicly, with a fiancé who so openly denounced cheaters too. If these photos ended up in the wrong hands, who knows how much of a disaster it would be for you. Of course I'm threatening you. Why else would I show you the photos? I know you wouldn't want your little lover to suffer. And you'd also lose your job for being so complicit. You could potentially lose more than that if this all came to light. Aren't you glad you locked the door now? I thought you'd have a bit more patience before you did the whole rip up what I think is the only evidence thing. Well, can't shame you for being proactive. That passion inside of you is very amusing. Did you really think I would be dumb enough to present you with the only evidence that I have? No. I took the photos on a digital camera, uploaded them to the cloud, and my regular laptop hard drive, my phone, printed off multiple copies. You know, the ones I just showed you, another set that I'm keeping at home, Another set with a trusted friend. Oh, there's too many to count. I'm not letting you go that easily. Not when I finally have something that forces you to face me again. Ever since you started avoiding me. No, it wasn't a stalking incident. HR found no evidence of wrongdoing. And like I told you after that meeting, I was only making sure that you got home safe every day. The fact that you misinterpreted it as stalking is not my fault. Well, with this amount of blackmail, why would I only want to be able to stalk you again? No, I want a lot more than that. And I'm hoping that you'll hear me out before you get all angry. After all, what I want can technically help you out with what you want. All you have to do is think more positively about things and, ideally, about me. Well, publicly, I want you to date me. I said hear me out before you flip out. No, I said publicly. You can still see your little affair partner in secret. Of course. No, I do expect you to do the proper date things with me. You know, go out to dinner, go to the movies, let me walk you home. But I'll still let you run around with you-know-who in the background. Think of it this way. I'll be your cover in public, so people won't suspect that you have someone on the side. And anyway, having a boyfriend will give you an easy excuse to say you're not looking at anyone else, right? It's a win-win. No, it's extremely beneficial. And before you answer, make sure to keep in mind that all it takes is one message from me to my friend and they'll send the evidence to your boss. Even if you fight me now and break my phone, you can't break my work computer in front of everybody, right? Do you really care what they think? Or let me put it this way. Do you really think that they deserve to be worrying constantly over whether or not these photos will be leaked? No, they strike me as the type of person to crack immediately. They'll do something desperate to try and get me fired or seen as someone untrustworthy to dear old dad. And they'll end up exposing both of you in the process. You can just tell them that I'm a concerned friend who offered to be your cover, and that the only reason we go on dates is purely to keep up the illusion of being a couple. Doesn't that sound better? Who cares whether people think it's surprising or not? As long as we both say we're happily together, it doesn't matter if it seemingly comes out of nowhere, or if it looks like you hated me before. We can always pin it on office tension. Yeah. No, I'm just going to cut you off there. You really need to stop thinking of excuses to dodge around this. And just give me a clear answer already. People are going to start getting suspicious if we're alone in this conference room for too long. Not that you seem to mind that kind of stuff in the office. Perfect. I knew you'd see things the right way. Don't worry. I'll keep all those photos safe and sound and hidden away. Not another soul will know that they exist. Now, you go on ahead. I need a minute to myself. Plus, you really need to finish that report.